And welcome to Chase Center for tonight's matchup.
In that starting lineup once again, and for Philadelphia, it is the 9th occasion that Max puts it in the air. John Butler. Philadelphia controls the opening tip, and right away a turnover. Dennis Schroeder coming over from Brooklyn, making his 8th start. Curry lines up a 3, got the flyby by him.
Contest that shot by Curry. Good patience there by Stephen.
Maxey, Eastern Conference player, and he really is taking over as the alpha. Certainly Embiid, when he's right, when he's healthy, is the Sixers' best player, but the guy you can rely on is Maxey. There goes Green, he drives it.
Create that opportunity for Draymond Green. And get to that. He didn't look very comfortable on that closeout to start this ball game on Curry.
Embiid had played 4 in a row. He did not play last night. Embiid and Oubre sat last night. Oubre's not available tonight either. He's in street clothes. Green up top. Jackson Davis can't finish it. Embiid there to disrupt it. And now Tyrese Maxey at the controls. Nice pass. And blocked from behind. But scored 30 as Jackson Davis lost it. Looked like Kyle Lowry may have got a piece to knock it out of his hands. And that sets up Martin for 3. Long rebound out to Wiggins. Warriors without Brandon Podziemski and Gary Payton, because they have not shot the ball well here in this cold stretch. And since November.
Knocks down his first tray here of the evening.
Playing in his 8th game, there's a giveaway by the Sixers. Ends up in the hands of Curry. Curry, no look. Jackson Davis denied by Embiid. Embiid with a strong block.
It's going to be a tough load here for Trayce Jackson.
Warriors are very small. They don't have a player on their active roster tonight over 6'9". Turnover, Golden State. Maxey with Wiggins on him. And sets it up for George. George drives it. George, little step through. He did foul out in the game, but had 30 in last night's loss. That was without Embiid. Here's Schroeder again.
And Schroeder's been averaging about 18 points, but he was shooting close to 40% from 3. He hasn't found that range since the trade, but it's a good sign tonight. 2 of 2.
He went from 18 a game in Brooklyn to 9 a game in his first 7 games as a Golden State Warrior. Just hit a milestone, his 1,000th career three-pointer. Dennis Schroeder with his 8th organization now. Got Caleb Martin on him. 5 to shoot. Wiggins will let it fly, and Embiid clears. Sixers at 13 and 18. And George Sixers already with 4 turnovers in this game. Wiggins cuts and scores.
Will cause them of that stretch.
That's 500 basketball. He told me he takes as much accountability as to their struggles as anybody else. Told me he needs to raise his own level. The team needs guys to get back to playing with confidence and the joy they had. Steph said no team gets off to a 12.
Because other than OKC and maybe I think Anderson, who's out of the lineup, along with Kevon Looney.
Shortened up the rotation, trying to find pieces to get comfortable offensively. Jackson Davis on the feed from Wiggins.
This time, finish the play.
Jackson Davis, he's got a handful dealing with Embiid. Settles for the jumper. And Curry with the ball, gives it up. Schroeder allows Curry to play off the ball quite a bit. A little razzle-dazzle, and that was just too much from Green. Thinking Jackson Davis was there for him on the lob. Got to remember, Embiid is a presence with the Sixers
in the
paint. Maxey missed it.
I like the pace here. These are Golden State.
2 of the 4 oldest teams in the NBA average age. Warriors certainly want to get out and run when they can. Lowry guarding Jackson Davis and forces the turnover. Maxey puts on the Jets. Maxey with a left hand, no. Missed opportunity. Maxey slow to get down the floor as well. Draymond Green drives and lays it.
From those last 3 minutes versus the Kings.
You go back to last night and then add tonight. They've gone the last 8, now almost 9.
Looking at that bling bling on his wrist earlier.
Oh, he's got a nice watch
from that championship Toronto.
George to Embiid, extra pass. Reggie Jackson rattles in and out. Curious to see the number of three-pointers we get in this game here tonight. Good that Reggie's on the broadcast as always. 57 three-point attempts by the Celtics in the first game of our doubleheader. Minnesota and Boston combined for 9. Impressive win by Boston. They have not played there
When he came back.
That was January 30th, coming up on the anniversary of that. They were rolling at that time. Embiid was putting together an MVP campaign, and the Sixers were playing well, comfortably inside the top 4. They had a first-round exit against the Knicks last year, and Embiid never really the same as Curry met at the rim. 17-8 Warriors lead it. You see, since the fourth quarter last night against Sacramento in that collapse, they've been outscored 32-8. 9 turnovers, only 2 made baskets. Make it 3 now. Paul mentioned Stephen Curry saying they're just average, just playing mid right now. They're hoping to find some offensive power. That's what
the constant movement on that backside for the Warriors. Oh, look at this.
Shot. Green
got up and said.
5 turnovers, 3 made field goals for Philadelphia. Kuminga races to the back. An 11-point Golden State lead. The Warriors have 9 made baskets, 9 assists.
Here, watch how Draymond Green is playing on the weak side and still guarding Joel Embiid.
Wiggins pulls down the rebound. A lot of traffic in there for George to deal with. Buddy Hield in the corner. Offensive rebound. Curry missed the layup. Reggie Jackson pushes. And now Yabusele lays it in.
Nice.
Big fella running the floor. Been a nice story. Come back to the NBA after the last 3 years in Spain and a terrific run in the Olympics for France. There's Sean Yabusele. Here is Kuminga for 3.
That's been the question mark here.
32% three-point shooter. Yabusele inside. He's a handful in there.
Yeah, but nice cut, right? He recognized that there was a quick double on Embiid.
Wiggins fouled from behind.
Really helped shape him and get him.
We talked about the future for Yabusele back then. They felt like he had a high upside, but never really materialized when he in Real Madrid and found a shot, found some strength, got himself in very good condition, and all the playing time. Give him a lot of credit. He's fought his way back to the NBA.
Only played 74 games in those 2 years in a Celtics uniform, but again, the maturity level going overseas, sometimes you just got to grow up a little bit, and that's exactly what he did.
Jackson Davis looked like he had a shot there. He gives it up. Now around the horn it goes. Warriors really moving it well. Schroeder still adapting to this Warriors offense. Finds Jackson Davis. Ricky Council in transition. Council strong, and he is fouled. Council, Arkansas Razorback. Moses Moody, a former Arkansas Razorback, on the floor and guarding one another.
Zone here for Philadelphia.
Buddy Hield, what is going on with Buddy Hield? That's a major question. He started the year on fire, Reggie. It just has not been the same shooter during the stretch. Embiid with a flurry of moves, but can't finish it. Sixers have just 5 made baskets in this first quarter with a minute and a half to go. Jackson Davis finds Moody. Here comes Kuminga now. Ball's moving well. Schroeder for 3. Got another pointers. He's hit all 3.
Again, coming in his 7 games with the Warriors, only shooting 21% from downtown.
Council driving on Hield. Council gives it up. Yabusele. Boy, he just knocks Kuminga off the block.
Second leading scorer on that France team, right behind Wembanyama.
Played a lot of 5 on the French team as well as
in this first quarter. We highlighted at the top, they're only shooting 34% on the season from 3.
Embiid passes up a three. Trace Jackson-Davis knocks it out of his hands. Embiid gives it up. Counts a long three. Kuminga has got healed up ahead. Kuminga runs into Doughton. Coming to the end of the first quarter. It has been all Golden State. Sixers looking sluggish tonight. And a three is down.
As he throws his arm, struggling from three. He was shooting 50% to start the year, and then have just taken a nosedive here.
Media guy doesn't lie. Hield has been a great shooter, the former Sixer, throughout his career as Embiid gets to the back. And the Warriors chance at the last shot. Schroeder.
Thank you.
Embiid did not play last night in Sacramento, and a disappointing loss for the Sixers as Moses Moody rains down another three. Their 8th made three. They have more made threes than the Sixers have made field goals in this game.
How about the ball movement by Golden State?
Doughton guarded by Curry. Finds Yabusele in the corner. And a
part of his game that has vastly improved from his time overseas is that three-point corner shot for Gershon.
Lindy Waters, his first minutes on the floor to start this second quarter. A three-point shooter. Kuminga now taking on Maxey. 4 to shoot, gotta go. Kuminga. Draymond Green in the corner, no. And Maxey wants to push it. Paul George, a couple of early fouls. Pull-up three is good to start this second quarter.
Good luck with that.
Curry's minutes are up here recently. Steve Kerr trying to get him more involved after protecting those minutes early. Sharing it, Reggie. 13 assists now for their 15 made buckets. Maxey shakes Waters, three-pointer, good.
Waters overhelped there, which allowed Maxey a wide-open three.
Here's Curry now, got free, Curry.
Can't give him that slither of daylight, that's all it takes.
Curry's made 2 threes, his first bucket of this second quarter. Already 9 made threes for Golden State, and a block by Waters. Doughton got stuck in traffic. Curry leaves it for Waters. Three-pointer. He can shoot it, and he's got.
And we've got 9 minutes and change to play here in the second quarter.
Maxey drives, hangs, and lazy. Such explosiveness going to the basket.
Oh, look at Curry.
Goes right by Doughton. Is equally as impressive. Catches it with a full head of steam, and straight to the bucket he goes. Mismatch with George, guarded by Waters. George wants to take advantage of that. Little turnaround jumper. It's good. Got a friendly bounce.
Start here to the second quarter by PG.
And splitting it is great.
This is absolutely terrible defense. I like Porras, though.
Yabusele. Yeah, that was knocked away by Waters. And we're just 4 minutes into this second quarter as Ricky Council, off since Monday, had a loss against.
Drive-in layup. Let these guys figure it out, right?
Martin snuffed that one out. Jumps the lane, gets the steal. Maxey with Kuminga on him. And Maxey lets it fly. That's going to be a loose by start. He's hit 3 threes already. Now Green ends up on Maxey. Maxey and a kickball. Something to note here. Schroeder grabbing at the back of his leg there as George hits another one. So he has found his stroke here in the second quarter. He's got 7 in the quarter. Wiggins lost the handle. Wiggins rises up and finishes. Can afford to be more aggressive.
Well, with Embiid on the bench, you see if Paul George, that should have been a swing pass. Nice move, but that should have been a swing pass to Paul George.
Warriors almost gave it right back. Nice save by Schroeder. And now Martin with a steal. And Martin stepped on the sideline.
Oh, drive it to the rim. It's not there. Stop and get it out.
Passion coming from the coaches. Our State Farm audio assist. Nick Nurse trying to will his team to more energy on the defensively. Eric Gordon gets his first minutes of this game as Paul George misses. Got a 7-point quarter going in the second. Schroeder pushes and turns it back. Schroeder with Buddy Hield, Lindy Waters, Wiggins, and Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis shovels one to Wiggins for three. Warriors are getting great looks from three-point range, and they've knocked down 10 of them. 10 of 16 at this point.
This high screen and roll between Paul George, the points in the second quarter for PG-13, but that high screen and roll between George and Embiid, this is something Nick Nurse says he wants to kind of investigate a little bit more here going forward.
Wiggins guarded by George. Cross court, skips it out to Waters, and another three stops. Had a great start to the year, has been in a little bit of a swoon, but he is a shooter that can give you some instant offense. Warriors are getting a lot of that tonight.
That high screen and roll, when he catches the ball at the free throw line, you are really at his mercy because he can do whatever he wants because of his ability to score the basketball.
His guy is on the floor a lot. He's got that facial fracture. Mid-December, he suffered that facial fracture. He is good with the mask now. He says it's more comfortable and he hardly knows.
Hedge, pump fake. Look, when you've been in the association, Tyler Ford, this is his 30th. They've heard it all. They've seen it all.
By the way, Sean Corbin's first NBA game, Kenny Smith was playing.
What?
For the Rockets. Yes. That's how long Sean Corbin has been in the NBA.
And he only gave Kenny one foul in 25 minutes.
That was Kenny's box score that night. 1993 was Sean Corbin's first NBA game, and he's still at it. Gordon hits a three.
He's been in double figures since early November.
Made 3 threes last night. Maxey got a block. Schroeder gets it back. And now Wiggins, guarded by George. Wiggins, tough shot over George. Jackson Davis gets a rebound in front of Embiid. Jackson Davis coming off a career high 16 boards against Cleveland, and he's going right at. Since the third week of December, back after a couple of weeks off.
A lot of resolutions by these teams. Fun next 4.5 months.
Paul George misses the three. Embiid the rebound. And Martin, guarded by Curry, passes up a three-point chance. Embiid drives it. Embiid.
I know they're up 13. And Philly has been
on only the one ejection this year. That's probably the biggest stat of them all. And Reggie just trying to find that line between being the aggressor, but then crossing the line into a problem for the Warriors and certainly for the officials. Leaving it up top, Green.
Watched. And I guarantee you, because he is big on film work and watching a lot of film, I bet you he went back and looked at some of the ejections and some of the technicals and said, you know what, I probably didn't need to take it all the way too much on that one, on that ejection. And he ejected, he's hurting his team.
Yeah.
So we've seen a better version of Draymond Green now. He's still feisty now, and he's still going to talk his talk, but he understands that he's more valuable on the floor here.
Well, the window is closing quickly for these Warriors as Curry launches and hits.
First Warrior in double figures now. Curry with 11.
Curry's got 3. Schroeder's got 3 threes. 12 made threes overall. Green with a steal. Schroeder pushes. Wiggins running with him. Now Curry. Curry patient. Drops it off. No look. Wiggins. Curry now with 5 assists as Embiid hits the...
I'll take that. Because then you have a rim protector. But when you're kind of jog back, that's just not going to cut it.
Embiid missed the first 9 games. This is his 12th game played.
That's a dare shot.
And Draymond.
That's a Sixers bench. That is so disrespectful.
Left him wide open. Green buries his first triple. Now Martin. Little pass fake. Misses a 3. Curry with a rebound. Kuminga up ahead. Martin runs it down. Embiid, surrounded Fender. Embiid's got his mask up here. And take it on Green. Double team comes. Wiggins gets a block. Green runs it down, giving up all that size, but the Warriors are making it work.
That was also good help there by Wiggins.
Curry shifty. What a pass. Kuminga resets it. Draymond Green left open again. Missed that one. Now does Nick Nurse point back at him or no? No.
They're gonna play the percentages. That's what they're yelling from the bench. Keep shooting, Draymond.
Analytics. Maxey missed it.
Here we go. Off to the races again.
Wiggins runs. Wiggins denied by Embiid. Curry draws the double. Green left open. Go ahead. And he missed it.
And did you see Embiid just threw his hand up like, go ahead and shoot it. Go ahead.
Coming to the end of the second quarter. At one point, Golden State led by 19 after Moody's 3 to start this quarter. Schroeder got a hand on it. Schroeder, little floater, no good. He had time.
He sure did.
And Maxey lets it fly. Oh, here. Sixers certainly in range, though, if they can make some shots. They missed all 7 of their threes in the first quarter and then hit on half of their three-pointers in the second. As Maxey with Lowry, George, Caleb Martin, and Joel Embiid. Just the 9th time that Maxey, George, and Embiid have started a game together for the Sixers. Embiid strikes first for the Sixers in the second half.
And the guys at half were talking about where Embiid gets it. Like, you know, when he gets it at that free throw line and takes that shot, see, I like that shot for Embiid because now that sets up the rest of his game. Now you're going to have Trayce Jackson-Davis kind of crowding him, and he can get around.
Fair in the second half. They've got one game left on this road trip. They go to Brooklyn Saturday, and then a 3-game homestand. Late clock here. Curry with 1. Curry got it off in time, missed it. And here comes Caleb Martin. Warriors lead is 16. Their biggest lead 19. That was right at the start of the second quarter. Embiid. Jackson Davis on him. Embiid patient. Turn around, round, and out it goes. That was more than halfway down. Draymond Green, straight line drive, able to score it. Saw a lot of that in the front.
Drives, no paint protection. Draymond Green just driving down the lane for an easy lay-in.
Coming at the free throw line. Nick Nurse would like to see Embiid get to that line more often. We'll keep an eye on his minutes as well. He played 4 straight before he sat last night. He puts up a... Jackson Davis running to the spot. Curry fires a 3 and hits it. Curry shooting a 3 is always the best one. Curry with his 4th made 3. He's 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. He's got 14 points. Maxey and a foul.
In transition, when you don't give the effort on the screen rolls with Curry. Not in shape, but whose fault is that? He can arguably be considered the best center. Now, I know Jokic has that title, and he's running away with it. But Embiid is in that discussion when he's in shape.
Maxey sprints out of the pack, misses another layup. He's missed a couple. Right back at him come the Warriors. Green drops it off. Curry, the floater is good. Biggest lead for Golden State as Caleb. Warriors are passing it well, moving the ball.
Look at this.
High assist numbers. Green again, Jackson Davis, and
up on Steph, and no one else can make shots. It's very difficult for this Warriors team to win.
Curry draw, especially needing more offense, needing more
their efforts. But we need shooting on the floor for us to be successful.
4th Philadelphia foul this quarter. I beg your pardon.
Going to spend the next couple of weeks. Good young core pieces. Do they want to give those guys away for this year when they could have a longer runway if they were to keep those guys? It's going to be an interesting next few weeks leading up to the February 6th trade deadline, which is coming up quickly, Reggie.
And also, Jared, they don't want to waste away the Stephen Curry, Draymond Green years with these younger players. Am I correct on that?
Oh, there's no question. That is felt throughout this entire organization on a daily basis. As Schroeder knocks down the jumper, there's no question that the Warriors are making decisions to maximize this particular window. Guys, you hear about the apron conversation. The Warriors right now are up against that first apron, and they're a little bit limited what they can do because they can only take back what they bring in. They cannot take back a contract that would exceed what they send out. So it's a difficult way to operate.
Or if there's miscommunication, that big can stretch to the three and knock it down.
Steve Kerr made no bones about the
Curry, Draymond, a product on the floor surrounding Curry, surrounding Draymond Green that's going to be successful.
sellouts every night here for years. Curry,
look at that
bullet pass to Wiggins. To get it to Wiggins inside. Embiid drives it. Embiid is fouled.
Schemes that Jerry Stackhouse has brought in this league at some point. And I just think he's doing a great job on the defensive end, which is shocking to me because when I had
Experience in the Raptors system in their D-League back then. And then, of course, the head coach at Vanderbilt at the NCAA level for 5 years. Here's Curry for three. And Embiid pulls down the rebound. See if the Sixers have a run at them right here. They're down 18. Has not been a great night for Philadelphia and Joel Embiid, but he cashes a three. Kuminga drives on Embiid, turned away.
You're the Sixers. Let's get this down to 12, 10. With a little under 6 minutes left.
Turnover by Wiggins. Ill-advised pass. Maxey running with Embiid. Paul George on the floor. Kicks it over to Martin. Martin drives it. Martin hangs and is blocked by Green. The wingspan got him. Wiggins. Extra pass in the corner. And now Buddy Hield. He lost the dribble. Gives it to Curry. Pure
For Curry.
19.7 assists for Curry. He's got 7 of the 28 Golden State assists. Embiid taking on Green. Turnaround jumper, no good. Settled that time. That was Sele battling for that rebound. And Curry.
Love the hustle there. Another Sele.
Curry, three-pointer. Okay.
Curry now perfect 6 of 6 from downtown.
We got to give him a half for that one. Embiid with Wiggins on him. Drives it, contact. Free.
It's Stephen Curry.
He's Klay Thompson just bumped Reggie out of the top 5.
And dropping. LeBron's about ready to pass me early next season.
He's getting there.
90-something away.
Curry, Harden, Klay Thompson.
Look at this.
Curry, no love to Wiggins. Another.
At the top of his broadcast, I heard Charles say, this is a very important game for his Sixers. Right? I know they played last night, but Embiid didn't play. And this Warriors team really got blown out by the Cavaliers. And they've kind of laid an egg here through 3 quarters.
Tough two by Curry.
Curran says, good job, Dennis. And now they're laughing about it on the sidelines as Curry gets a blow.
13 in the quarter for Stephen Curry. He scored 8 of the last 11. He assisted on those other 3 as Reggie Jackson with a little floater. And the Warriors are having fun at the Philadelphia 76ers expense. 3 minutes remaining in this third quarter. 94 points on the board for Golden State as Kuminga goes to work against Yabusele in and out. There's Embiid with a rebound. Embiid staying in his regular rotation minutes. 21 points, 11 rebounds for Embiid as Reggie Jackson comes out firing.
So the big thing going forward will always be the non-Stephen minutes, right? When he's on the bench, then being able to generate enough offense without Curry and Draymond Green on the floor. And that's when this team has struggled with this unit on the floor. Now, Kuminga has played great. There's a foul there.
All-Star votes released today, Giannis was the top vote getter. Over 1.7 million votes. He led the East. Jokic led in the West. Remember, the starters will be chosen by the fans, the media, and the players. Fans get 50% of that. Media and players split 25%. We got a new format at the All-Star game, and we'll all be there. That'll be our last on TNT, and we're looking forward to
Back into the zone here for the Sixers defensively.
Buddy Hield misses the three. Embiid rips down his 13th board. And Embiid, another foul.
Free throw.
10 on the 1 out of 2 for the middle of a 6-game road trip. Spending this middle window of the trip out west. Moses Moody for 3. Moses Moody on the arc.
18 for 30 as a team. 60% for the Warriors.
That'll get it done most nights. Long 3 by Gordon. Jackson Davis with a rebound. A couple of Hoosiers on the floor, and Jackson Davis and Aaron Gordon as Kuminga going to work. Rises up, comes up short. Activity at the trade deadline. Try to give his team.
Because you can never have him to penetrate and collapse the defense. He can kick it out to a shooter. And obviously, Embiid is going to get double and triple teamed. So as much as you can get shooting on the floor. Also, too, let's not forget, Kelly Oubre is not playing as well. And he's another player who can knock down threes. There's a big
approach the trade deadline.
You guys are familiar with the saying, right? It is almost a foregone conclusion that he will make some sort of move, be it big or small, to try and improve this round.
angles, slowly but surely. But you see glimpses of what this young man can do.
He's 22 and he's in a contract year. He was in the league as a teenager.
Good to be young.
Coming to the end of the third quarter. Embiid's had a big quarter, and he flipped 28 and 13 right now. 11 of those points coming at the free throw line. Embiid with 5 made threes this quarter. Schroeder is fouled by Yabusele. His first 7 games as a Warrior. In the Olympics as well. We talked about Yabusele.
Billy was second team.
Schroeder playing for Germany had a great run in Paris. I mean, Embiid's got his head down. He's blocked. He gets it back, and it's an air ball. 15 years ago, I should say. And now he's got a 6 for 6 3-point performance going as we open up the fourth quarter. 103-78. Warriors by 25. As Yabusele finds George. George for 3. Got it.
Now for PG-13.
Paul George could have very well been a Golden State Warrior at one point. Ended up signing a 4-year deal with the Sixers. As Jonathan Kuminga rings in a 3-pointer for the Warriors.
61% from downtown.
George fires again. Hit it out. George, he's happy in Philadelphia, got a long-term deal, but there were a lot of suitors this offseason. Kuminga lays it in.
$1 deal, not too shabby, but the Warriors, as you mentioned, didn't just make a run at Paul George. It was confirmed to me that the Dubs were confident they were going to land Paul George here in San Francisco as George,
too. The Clippers didn't want to see Paul George in a Warriors uniform.
for them, not just for this year, but for years that didn't make them one of the upper echelon teams.
Thank you, Jared. Great stuff there. Paul George in his 15th year. As Draymond Green known tonight for Golden State. Their sharing of the basketball, the ball movement in general. And it's showing up with big assist numbers tonight. At 22 assists in the first half.
Up to 33.
Council fires. There's Kuminga with a rebound. By the way, Paul George is approaching an NBA scoring milestone. He's got a chance to hit the top 75. He's got his sights set on Rick Barry, the great Warrior. And Paul George with 19. He's 6 away from going inside the top 25. Here's a bomb by Curry, and he
was from Oakland.
What a night for Stephen Curry. Maxey short. Curry the rebound. He's got 27 points. 9 assists as well. He's just feeling it out. So many great moments through the years with Stephen Curry. Nobody in NBA history has more games with at least 8 made three-pointers than Curry, and it's not even close. He's got 85 now. Dame Lillard sets up Moody that time. Stephen Curry, number 30, with an even 30 thus far tonight. And the Warriors just running away with this one.
Surprised Kerr has not pulled Curry and Draymond here. It looks like the Sixers have thrown in the white towel. What a pass! Mooney, Waters, Anderson.
This is Edwards. Adem Bona is on the floor as well, running with Dowden. Nick Nurse.
Have to take a three and miss.
I'm saying take one.
No.
9 for 9. Fire Stephen.
Oh, he was there.
And he kicks it. And Moses Moody. And there's how.
Turning back the hands of time, and they give us vintage performances each and every night. They may not be able to do it for 82 games in each and every night, but we get glimpses of why they are so special.
6 30-point game of the year for Curry this year. Waters, Anderson, Looney, Guy Santos, and Spencer on the floor for the Warriors. You got Yabusele, Council, Dowden, Edwards, and Adem Bona. And these guys are going to get a good run here. The Warriors. Philadelphia is going to head to Brooklyn after this one, finish up their road trip. Sixers then will have 3 at home. They've got Phoenix, Washington, and the Pelicans on their home schedule. Their schedule gets really tough. I get a Stephen Curry moment, certainly with you at Madison Square Garden when he set the three-point record. But the one that stands out the most to me is Council. He scored 17 points in a 5-minute overtime.
Think about that.
17. It was one of the all-time great performances.
I want to say that was a closeout game, too.
On the road in Portland. Lindy Waters. Woo.
And then also, too, we got to say this, too. At the end of the day, if you're Nick Nurse and the Sixers, this is only one game, right? Yeah. This is the team that had won 10 of their... Number one, their defense has to get better. Question of that. They've got the talent. They're going to have to mesh.
That's a real story tonight, that you had the big 3 on the floor, and they're getting run out of the arena tonight as Waters misses a 3. Bona there with a rebound. By the way, in case you're wondering, the most threes made in a game without a miss is 9. Jalen Brunson against Phoenix, he was 9 for 9. Ben Gordon did it twice. Wow. Had a 9 for 9 run from 3-point range.
So that's what you want. Okay, I don't want to
jinx it, but I'm going to need Curry to fire one up. We're going to have a record-setting night. Spencer drives. Oh, Bona just wiped it out. And where did Adem Bona go to school, Reggie?
For the Warriors, you got Looney, champion.
It's a block from behind, Guy Santos.
Kyle Anderson.
Oh, here we go. I didn't know we were going around the horn.
I said there's a lot of people out here.
In the corner. So Ricky Council. Tell you what, Bruins women's team is making some noise. Number 1 team in the country.
Yes, I'm with you, Miss Betts. Let's do it. To be electric.
Juju,
you hear me?
She was awesome last night. I think she. Yeah, she is. She's fun to watch. Women's game is strong.
And she's already ahead of pace in terms of points than what Caitlin Clark was at this point of their careers.
I'll tell you, some of the biggest stars at the collegiate level are on the women's side. A lot of great matchups. Council just lets it fly from 30. It's the front of the rim. Santos finds Spencer, former cross player. He's looking for Looney. Got to be tough for Looney. The Milwaukee.
I didn't want to go there, but thank you.
Abasele in the corner. Coming to the closing stretch here. Don't forget, the Inside Gang will be in studio, anxiously awaiting their commentary tonight. And we're back after a couple of weeks off. Enjoyed all the Christmas Day games on ESPN and ABC. Good strong ratings from Christmas Day as well. And now we're kind of into that window. Consecutive threes in a game.
And you just wanted him to be selfish and just jack up a three,
I
didn't
felt
you?
like I should have said something out loud.
Like send it to the universe. They say you send it out there and shoot what you see.
Now, where he's shooting him, he's actually pretty close to
He
us.
can hear us. That's true.
We did look up your the most consecutive Reggie Miller threes was 5 in a row.
That's it.
We're efforting
That's
6
it.
in a row. Your perfect games
That's
in
it.
a game. Just think of the headlines.
Rick
You'd have-
Smith
so
yelled
self-
that many threes.
Don't be so selfish. Our crack research staff says in your last year in the NBA, you had a 5 for 5 3-point game. I'm sure you were thinking about not retiring
Oh, my
after
goodness.
that. Here's Looney. Looney with a good catch in traffic. He's fouled. They've got Brooklyn. And then they'll be back home for 3, welcoming in Phoenix. They've got Brooklyn Saturday. That'll cap off this 6-game road trip. Sixers will drop to 13 and 19. Edwards' strong move to the basket. He's playing in his 4th NBA game. He's for Golden State tonight. 41 assists in the game. Is a big number as well. Curry for 30. Shot on all but 10. It's a season high, by the way, for Golden State. 42 assists.
61% from the field, 56 from 3.
Anderson drawing the contact.
This is when I could use those guys, but he had already committed to this rotation.
I didn't want to shake up the rotation that fast. Is here Tuesday, this long homestand the Warriors are on. And this should take us to the end. I think I'm going to let that one play
I
out. I'm going to
wonder
eat that
if
whistle.
Steve Kerr is going to bring me
From USC, no,
UCLA.